the lineup for the Lions today. You're looking at number 15, Simanga Bailey. He's the always the key man for them, and he links very well with Moletti and Williams to really put up a strong side. And for the Mongoose today, a bit thin on the side, don't have much on the bench, but Gift and Bailey will be doing all the work for them, ably assisted by Odinga Madingi.
And these are the men in black, the officials for today's game, brought to you courtesy of the Sasol Technical Excellence Program. The man in the middle is Charles Foster, left of screen Tony Gravito, and on the right it's Charles Manetti. And just a reminder, score 14-10, 4 points the difference for the Lions. Who would have thought that the Mongoose could hold the mighty Lions? And if they continue in this way, bit of a wild shot, but good rebound picked up.
Yeah, he had to put that shot up because their seconds were ticking away. Mongoose still have possession though.
Mongoose players using their height well. Just Odinga Madingi trying to set something up, but eventually chose to try and shoot the high ball. Lions. Moletti pushing it through. Another basket miss. Shane Williams is way off his game at the moment. Cecil Dumont coming in and cleaning up. Finally, something does drop for the Lions. Strong defense. But the Mongoose able to get it over the line. Just. It was Monometsi feeding it through, and good basket scored. Well thought out basket. Odinga Madingi finally making good, using his height well.
It's a side ball to the Lions.
The Lions having sort of moments of brilliance every now and then, but also some moments of substandard play. It's just not happening.
Yeah, but I don't think the Mongoose are making it very easy for them.
Well, that's always the point, isn't it? How you play as well as the opposition lets you. And here are the Lions trying to set shot from the top of the key. Clock is slowly but surely winding down. Big shot goes up, big shot goes down. And it was Lamini putting it down for the Lions, playing at number 9. Hartnick for the Mongoose. And that really was suicide.
Yeah, big overlap here for the Mongoose.
Wow, a little bit of interplay. And that is just what the doctor ordered. That's certainly what the coach ordered. And a good finish for the Lions there from Moletti. Mongoose has a fast break on if they can just get rid of the possession, but how about that for a magical defense? All happening now for the Lions. Here's Dumont trying to finish off what certainly must be one of the baskets of the game. So the Lions certainly taking no prisoners on their defense. Snapping at the heels all the time of the Mongoose. And here the Mongoose are being held just absolutely trapped.
Seconds are ticking away.
Shot's going to have to go up.
Had to put it up. The game carries on because the shot had gone.
A very difficult situation there for Monometsi. He had no choice, and then look what happens. They come right back at you, courtesy of Cecil Dumont. But the Lions will be very happy with this defense. This is just impenetrable. You cannot get through. And look at that, Dumont just holding out Ruba. Ruba does finally get it off. And all the pressure that's created. No difference on the score sheet. And look who come away with it now. It's the Lions. They'll take 2. Easy as you like, all day long. Simanga Mbele. And here's a golden opportunity for a little underhand flick. Not happening on that occasion. Seven from 15 for Simanga Mbele. Impressive stats so far. And the Mongoose with a great overlap, but just a bit of a wild pass. Can Mbele finish off? Yes, he can. Long shot had to go up, and it wasn't too far away. Would have been a great three-pointer.
Yeah, Dumont just caught it on the head, but so the Mongoose fortuitously they still have the attack.
And that basketball is heavy, Kevin, when it comes at you and lands at that speed, so probably a little dazed. Dumont, he's tough. Lions, relentless. Simanga Mbele. Here's William Ruba, well marked out. Well, if anything, just a little breather for the Mongoose. Take the one, which they've done. And that courtesy of Morametsi. And ball in, put in by Mbele. Adengi. If they can make these 2 points count, the Mongoose would have done well to use up the end of the second quarter, but unfortunately for them, it's not to be. And again, it's that strong defense from the Lions.
At half-time, let's have a look at the two-point percentage. This is the most important part, 38% and 35% for the Lions and Mongoose respectively. Not high enough at all. They should be in the 50s, both these teams, but it has been a tough whole day out there for them. Turnover 17 for the Mongoose. A lot of those have been converted to points by the Lions, and that's a problem for them.
The final quarter here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Centre. The Mongoose need to come out firing. Mbele pushing it through to the side of the key, but difficult for the player. Just couldn't get his number. Number 7 there, Morametsi, because he was actually facing away from the basket. Not a lot he could do other than try and set up a set shot, but the Lions were very quickly onto it.
Mandegi just picking up that foul for the Mongoose. The Lions put in for the side.
Moletti over the line, sees a little break, shoots himself down the side. Great little pass in. That looked to be, I would have thought that was a foul. Just probably missed by the match officials. Slap on the wrist on the shot, but game goes on and the Mongoose get away with something. Mbele, a long shot up, ambitious.
Yeah, big overlap here for the Mongoose, should be 2 points.
Wow, Kevin, how many times have we seen exactly that happen? The easy shots are the ones that are being missed. Both teams guilty. And Madengi, he's going to have to do something very quickly. What a great pass. Needs to be a basket. Yes, spectacular stuff. And that was Simanga Mbele taking a very, very good pass. And look at that, 12 from 23. And this is the other Mbele. for the opposition. The Mongoose gift in belly it is. Shots going up for the Mongoose. And Monometsi unable to convert. In the meantime, the Lions have come straight back. Moletti missing, so some easy baskets being missed now by both of these sides. And there was a great example of what can happen if you steal a possession in your own half. Just go down there very quickly. And Kevin, the challenge now for the Lions is going to be that bonus point, that 65. They're going to want that, but they're still way off at the moment. They need 13 points to get there, so maybe a couple of three-point attempts we might see go up, unless they just keep the game going. They know to win the game is the first objective, and there should be 2 of those points, and is not. Cecil Dumont is a very tired player at the moment. He's absolutely off song. Couldn't hit a barn door, as they say. And Odingi makes those 2 points count for the Mongoose, so they keep that scoreline ticking over. They know the game is done and dusted. But certainly a better performance than we've seen in previous outings from the Mongoose. Moletti doing all the hard work for the Lions, ends up in 2 points being taken.
It's Madingi. Let's see what he can do. Being marked by Moletti, and he took a tumble, and Moletti's off. Off to Shane Williams from Moletti. And Moletti doing a lot of hard work on the court there, feeding in the players who are putting in the baskets.
The Lions. That's Mazansana into Mbele. Can he make the difference this time? Both Mbele and Dumont. Shooting has gone south. And here come the Mongoose. Gift Mbele off the backboard. Takes 2 points. And although they trailed dismally, that was a wonderful basket. He knows it. It's a good team effort. 7 from 18 attempts for Gift Mbele. Certainly played his heart out today. Hartneck puts a loose ball in, and it's the second time we've seen that happen. Gift him Samanga Mbele.
Yeah, he hits it this time and gets fouled. It's a hell of a shot.
14 from 28. He was the MVP in the last outing for the Lions, and he's certainly a contender for today. He's had an outstanding game. Couple of contenders for the award. We'll wait and see who that goes to, though. And Samange Mbele on that free shot, just showing his value. Here's Odinga Madingi, put his heart out as well. And this is Gift Mbele, keeps the ball alive. Great little move. William Ruba has come over the halfway line. Ruba looking to slow it down, gets it off to Mbele. Long shot coming up, shoots short. Shooting just letting both sides down, but more so the Mongoose. And finally Cecil Dumont does find the 2-pointer.
And even he had his heart in his mouth there because the thing rolled around the ring a bit.
Yeah, it's always difficult. 5 from 13 for Dumont. Gift Mbele pushes it down, left-hand side of the court. William Ruba, great interplayer, and Odingi needs to score this. He knows it. He's got the height and really needs to take it off the backboard. And even that last attempt, just a wild flaying pass, and goes nowhere. So 3 attempts for naught, and here comes Shane Williams, looks across, and Shane Williams making an exciting pass through to Moletti. Rachat Singh Moletti, in fact it looks like he is very much topping the pile in contention for the MVP, but we'll worry about that after the game, as Dingy does in fact take 2 more points for the Mongoose. So although the Mongoose have come unstuck, and in all that excitement, the Lions have in fact got that bonus point. Whoever doubted them? 65 points for that magical bonus point, and it's going to count towards the end of the season, that I assure you. Long, great pass from Shane Williams. And this move needs to be finished off. Very, very physical stuff. What a basket to push yourself into the final minute here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Centre. Fabulous long shot taken and executed by your MVP for this particular outing, and he'll be very happy to hear that. Excellent performance today from Rakatseng Moletti, and just endorsing as to why he's been made the MVP.
Yeah, man of the match, Moletti. He scored 5 2-pointers, 2 1-pointers, and 1 3-pointer now. But defensive rebounds, he's taken 4, offensive 2. But the big things that really put him in the match is 7 steals and 11 assists. That's huge stats for Moletti.
7 steals and 11 assists, and it'll be really interesting to go back in this game and see how many of those turned out resultant in baskets. And suddenly the Lions have found new energy. They're on 70 points. Cecil Dumont just cruising in. These are probably the final moments of this game. William Ruba pushes it out. Long shot, 3-point attempt, and that wasn't far away.
So at the end of the game, we look at the 2-pointer attempts. The Lions average picking up a bit more to 41%, so 39 at halftime. So improved slightly, and 31% for the Mongoose. They pretty much stayed there, but they were under a tremendous amount of pressure. And again, the turnovers for the Mongoose were a big problem on their side. The game leaders, Moletti, you see all the assists, steals and blocks that he did. That gave him the man of the match. It's not only the scoring of the points, it's what you do on the court as well. And Madingi basically doing all the business for the Mongoose side. The Wolverines still top of the log, and the Lions up to second position, but the Wolverines still a game in hand, and the Suns, Spears and the Mongoose just bringing up the rear.
Rakatseng, congratulations. A fantastic performance from you today. A very tough game.
Yeah, it was a tough game. We didn't expect some kind of playing to them, so it was a tough.
The man-to-man, putting all that pressure on the opposition, it works, but it's a very physical situation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. So it's all about our fitness and training, everything to be fine with.
Well, that's something that we were watching today. We noticed is towards the end of the game, almost seems that the Lions were just losing out a little bit on that fitness. Very tough playing, 4 quarters of man-to-man basketball.
We just let them play, and just to see what they are doing, and so that we can come more and more to our strength again.
Your strengths today, we noticed in the turnovers and the steals, you did an amazing amount of work in that department, and a lot of those moves resulting in baskets, whether you scored them or your teammates scored them. You must be very happy with that.
I am happy.
Good. Well, you know what, you are the Supersport man of the match. A fantastic individual performance, good performance as well from your teammates. Congratulations, and some goodies from Supersport. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
You really put the pressure on the opposition. Strong man-to-man marking made all the difference. They were moving the ball quite well, but some of your players towards the end, it's a very physical opportunity, and they were looking quite tired.
Most of them know how I practice, so for this week it's only going to be fitness, just for them to know, listen, if I say man-to-man, it's man-to-man. You don't dance with the player.
Well, we did hear that comment. We love that comment from you. Just tell us again that man-to-man is about?
Contact and hold.
No dancing.
No dancing.
Congratulations on a great win.
Thank you so much.
And our magical moment of the day was provided by Rakatseng Moletti, the most valuable player from the Lions. What a basket to push yourself into the final minute here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Centre. Fabulous long shot taken and executed by your MVP for this particular outing, and he'll be very happy to hear that. And that was your play of the day. Magic stuff from a magic player. Well, remember, everybody's welcome at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Centre. Basketball every Saturday morning. But if you can't get down here, join us for the next highlights package, and that'll come to you on the 22nd of June. Until then, it's goodbye.